It's taco time.
Man, I got all the favorite bitches say I'm delicious. I'ma have all you motherfuckers laying the ditch. I'ma kill all you rappers, I'ma aim with precision. They was rocking with your ass till they made a decision. All my friends making mans cause they know I'm my bitch. A lot of entertainers crash, I can see the collision. Destined to make the money, I was great at the fish. I finna take all your food and I'ma eat up the dish.
Today, we're gonna be throwing down some tacos. Let's tap in. All right, just some of your standard taco supplies. Some shredded lettuce, pico de gallo, taco seasoning, guacamole if you're into the guac, maybe some salsa, some cheese, and some corn tortillas. You can also use flour tortillas if you want to use flour tortillas as well. I'm gonna throw down some beef and some shrimp. First things first, we'll get our tacos ready to get prepped. I like to fry my tacos in olive oil. It's better than any of the other oils in my opinion. So I'll throw some of the oil in there. I'm gonna go ahead and make some of these soft tacos into hard tacos, al dente. All right, we'll put that on low for now while we get the meat going, just to get the oil hot. Can't get your stove cooked if your meat, whatever. We're throwing the meat in. All right, so I'll just rip that off. Go ahead and throw the meat, our beef in there, get rid of our evidence. We're gonna let the beef start cooking first, get a good little scorch on it before we add in our taco seasoning. Get that separated so we get a more thorough cook. Yeah, that meat is starting to cook real nice like. That's what we like. Starting to bronze up. Just about ready for the seasoning. Psych! You wanna wait till it's almost done. Corn tortillas, again, you can use flour tortillas if that's your preference. I just happen to like corn a little bit more. Pop those babies wide open. Now my problem is I usually get these packages that come in 30, 36, and then I waste them, so I went for the 18. We'll see how that works out. I hope it's not cooking it too much. We'll see how long that takes. I have my handy dandy taco maker. Comes in handy anytime you're making tacos. Yeah, that makes sense. Spin her around. Yep. The first taco usually takes the longest, and it's usually the most machad and not al dente. Flip it over on itself. There we go, right there. As it cooks, I just like to leave my fork in there to keep a little bit of space, making our hard tacos. Oh yeah, see? Yeah, coming along just about right. So I don't get mine hard, I get them soft hard. And again, get some of that oil off of there. I might even flip it both ways. See how right away the second one is already cooking better. Take my eyes off that for a minute, let that cook, stir this meat. It's getting pretty close here. As you can see, we still got some pink in there. Flip that. This one's a little bit more stiff already, you can tell already. Boom, as I turn it over, it has a little bit more pliability. Oh yeah, see? That one's already doing its own thing right there. We've got a taco. Second one's always the best. Look at that. Yep, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Get another one going. Now you can use vegetable oil if you want to. You can also jump off a bridge without a jumping rope. A jumping rope? Bungee tie. That's what I meant. But we wouldn't want to do that, would we? We've got another taco. We've got another taco. Yeah, there we go. Flip that baby over. Now we can start stacking them. This is taco seasoning. You can't go wrong with Miss McCormick. Miss McCormick, mild. Mild. Throw the first one in there. Bada bing, bada boom. Throw the second one in there. Maybe the second time. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Now what we're gonna do is get a little bit of water in there. Maybe half of that one. Pour that in there. We'll get a mix. There we go. Get nice and mixed in there. Nice and mixed in there. Yep. That's what we want. Let that one go a little long, as you can see. But a little length never hurt nobody. Oh, that's why you gotta be more present. So we go ahead and turn the meat off. That's nice and ready to go. Magic. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. I usually make tacos for my 4 kids and my wife, and we eat a lot of tacos when we make tacos, so I usually make something like maybe 30 tacos at a time. Well, now that we've got our oil as hot as we need it, we're gonna go ahead and turn our stove down. Not our stove, our stove. Look at that. All that raw air. Tell me that doesn't look delicious. Taco meat, raw air. This ain't Taco Bell. This ain't Taco Bell right here. Similar to Taco Bell, but not Taco Bell. The beef is done. Now we're gonna move on to the shrimp. I already have a little bit of oil in the pot from the taco shells, so I'm just gonna throw a little bit more in there just to help the shrimp out while they're cooking. All right, we're gonna go ahead and throw the shrimp in and start getting the saute. I usually just like to throw a lid over my pot, but since we don't have a lid at the moment, we gotta improvise, adapt and overcome. We've got a plate. Go ahead and take your plate, throw it over the top. Only for about a minute before we throw our lemon juice in there. It's been a minute now, so let's go ahead and take off this plate and see just where our shrimp is at. Oh yeah, it's starting to cook nicely. So we're gonna go ahead and move these guys around, give them a little bit of breathing room. At this point is where I like to use and add my lemon. So I use a good amount of lemon when I throw it in there. I wanna coat all the shrimp really nicely. You know which type of rub we gotta use. The Mojo rub. Especially the citrus blend. Very good for any type of fish. Throw some of that in there. Light hint of garlic. Little hits of some paprika. Because paprika goes on anything. Go ahead and spin those off again. Get those nice and moving. Boom, all right. Let's go ahead and throw our fancy lid back on it. All right, so we're about 3 minutes in. Let's pop this baby back off and see where we're at. They're looking mighty done, huh? This darker purple color tells you that it's still not quite done. Close it back up for about a minute. So I believe this is the last time this lid's coming off. Ooh, nice. Those are done for sure. So I'm gonna use that same strainer. All right, now that these have cooled off a little bit, we're gonna go ahead and deshell them onto the plate. You can use a fork or you can use your fingers, depending on how you like it. Pop that baby off and we'll just lay them right down. We do not want any shell in the finished product, unless it's taco shell. As you notice, I didn't use the fork one time. It's more of like a moral support. You guys understand. Let's cut these down just to make them a little bit better for the taco. And now we're ready to stuff the taco. I've done this for a lot of years, so I'm definitely a professional in the field. Bada bing, bada boom. That was just the foreplay. Come on, finish it off. Again, lettuce, pico, guac, and a little cheese. Pico on there. Yeah, buddy. Last but not least, the guac. Are you guys kidding me? Excuse me. Last but not least, the guacamole. And only one more thing to do. You know what that is. Chow down. And I'm about to dive in. Woo! Oh! That beef can't be beat, but we gotta check out the shrimp too. Oh! Thank you guys again for tuning in. Taco Tuesday turned into Taco Sunday. Tune in to the next episode. Who knows what we'll be doing next.
1, 2, 3, Shield Pro with the neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, hopping on the jet. Touchdown, NY, John on the way.